So about a week ago, Ileana has learned about the concept of shoes. And ever since then, she is obsessed with going outside. First thing in the morning when she wakes up, she gets up, walks to the shoe storage, and throws kindly one of her shoes in my face to wake me up. So there we go, getting ourselves dressed and spending a lot of time outside. Of course, her favorite place to be is the goat pen, as she is giggling with all the jumps and interactions happening over there. She still needs a lot of help as she is unstable on her legs, but moments as this really are so precious to balance out some of the hardships that comes with parenthood. Before becoming a parent, I could have never anticipated the amount of patience and dedication it would require. So she is discovering the world little by little, for the first time on her own 2 feet. I strongly feel this is one of the reasons why we choose to live the way we live. To have the time and the space to be present with our family in moments like this. The sun is slowly returning to our corner of the world, and the water reflections are back, dancing on our cabin here in the forest. When we're having breakfast, we can see the goats jumping and running when we look outside, and it's so fun to see. Soon the plants will cover up most of the view, once things start growing upwards again. So there is no stopping this little girl. Even when it's getting dark and cold, she wants to be outside. I need some time to transition into the fact that spring is coming, and soon there will be plenty of work outside here in the garden. I am not sure how it all will get done this year. I will be doing some more electroculture experiments this year, to see if I can improve my harvest and the health of the plants, and I plan to take you along this journey over the coming growing season. Also, I've cleaned up 2 garden beds that are close to the house, but that haven't been that productive or well cared for. I think it might be more important the coming years to sacrifice a bit of growing space and turn it into a play area for little humans with a trampoline and a sandbox and such. Whilst digging, I came across some old potatoes still stuck in the earth, and so our goats have been receiving a lot of treats. Jonas has been debarking the trees that are going to be used for the new art studio build. Our young buck saw his chance to get inside the garden. Luckily for us, he has a calm and friendly character. He has been helping out quite a lot with debarking. He is the only one locked out of the goat pen, as he can get our ladies pregnant again this time of year, and that's not what we are planning for. So he can roam around as he pleases, although he tends not to go that far. A few weeks ago, we went on a little nature trip with a few local friends, looking for seals on a close-by coastal area.
If you look at this canyon is like small.
We were in the company of a nature guide who friendly invited us to join in. Such beautiful light on this particular day. We walked for about 1.5 kilometers on the rugged stone coast, next to a small limestone cliff and wind-torn trees. There is a good spot at the end where you can see a whole lot of seals on a small island, not far from the coast. Often in company with a few sea eagles.
Pregnant like a full year.
Ah, okay.
So Niin, keegi ei taha.
As a bonus, our guide explained some of the wild edible plants to us and showed us the edible seaweeds that are gathered here as well. He blew us away with his knowledge about the ecosystems and the animals here on the island. At home, there are more expeditions undertaken by our little girl around the garden. More and more she seems to be interested in trying to help out in her own little way. So a few days ago we noticed this puddle of water next to the pond on the pathway, and we saw the level of the water going down in the pond. So that means the pond is leaking. And the puddle that we saw looks like a tunnel, so perhaps a mice or something has been nibbling on it. This is not great news, and now we are waiting to see how low the pond will go and try to see if we can find the hole. So recently I did an art exchange with Joachim and Leena from Norway. She is into photography and videography, and he paints magical, realistic landscape paintings. I chose two unique and hand-painted objects from their webshop called Art of Nature, and in return I have sent one of my prints their way, to hang in their recently bought farmhouse in the forest. I chose a cup called Dandelion with a touch of gold. This cup is definitely my new favorite for a touch of springtime in the house. And a candle glass called Night Bloomer. So Leena and Joachim, I really appreciate their channel because I feel kind of a kinship with them. They recently bought their dream farm in the middle of the forest in Norway, and they will start their new adventure, renovating the place, making it their own. And I'm really curious to see how this artist couple will be transforming their place into a home. They also plan to grow a garden, plant an orchard, and keep horses, from what I understood. So I think that my audience might be interested to checking them out. We started installing a bucket to catch some of the maple juice that should be coming in at any moment now. So finally it's time to give some love to the areas behind our house and in front of the new outside buildings. We bought a heap of wood chips to start finishing the pathways on our property and brighten up these areas. It's my favorite way to start the early spring season. Thanks so much for watching this video and following along. Don't forget to check out Leena's and Joachim's channel. You will find a link down below. See you all next time. Bye for now.